What is up, everybody? It is Last Dragon from the YGG GameHunters. We've got Jackal here, we've got Cydrake here, and we have two incredibly special guests tonight, and we're so excited about it. We have Dwayne Cunningham, the man, the myth, the legend, who just hit 5K subscribers last night on YouTube. So welcome. The last person, and certainly not least, we have Rondon here from the Splinterland development team. And there's been a lot of people that have been asking us questions lately about the stream team that is being developed for Splinterlands. So we wanted to give you guys, the community, both TNA and GameHunters of YGG, we wanted to give you guys the opportunity to ask questions. But before we do that, you guys know how the weekend challenge works. We start by challenging Cydrake. You have 1 hour to challenge Cydrake. If AC wins again, you guys, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do at all. But if AC wins, I think that we're definitely gonna have to figure something out. So Demore has started, and so we just want to give you guys a chance to be able to ask some questions directly from the dev's mouth. Rondon, could you explain a little bit about what this stream team looks like? What is your vision? What are you trying to build?
All right. Well, thanks for having me on. First, I do want to clarify, I am not a dev. I'm more of a system administrator, if that'd be a better way to put it.
Okay.
But we at Splinterlands, we want Splinterlands content streaming all the time, and we want to promote it. We want to push it. We want everybody out there to know what's going on with Splinterlands. And we think one of the ways of doing that is hosting our own channels and filling them up with content with streamers. So what we're going to be doing is having a bunch of people who are passionate about the game, who know how to stream, or who can be taught how to stream and have the capabilities of streaming, to join with us, join on the team, and get a slot and start streaming and get paid for it.
That's great. That's amazing. I know one of the big questions that is coming up a lot is, do you have to have a community? Do you have to have somebody that is, an established streamer? Is that what you're going after, or are you going after somebody else? Literally anybody.
So the thing is there is opportunities for everybody. We want the small people. We want the people who don't have a following to join us. We want the people with the big following to join us. There's going to be different circumstances for different people, though. Some people might want to stream to their own channel, to their own audience, and I think we have ways. Now, let me preface this. We have a lot of details that are still yet murky. Those are all going to be sorted out, hopefully by this weekend. It's looking more like probably in the middle of next week.
Okay.
Anyway, we got a few details we got to, but as far as how much pay, how we're going to structure this, the amounts, because what we want to be able to possibly give some packs to some of these bigger streamers and have them giving them out to their followers. We want to be able to give somebody dark energy crystals to do a 2-hour stream on a Wednesday night. We want to, there's a bunch of different possibilities that we can do. And because there's so many possibilities, and because there's so many different avenues that this can go, it's a little bit complicated. So, we might have just stepped into a big mess that we have to figure out ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and all that can be figured out. But, the big question that a lot of people are asking as well is, if they want to be a part of the stream team, how exactly do they get involved? Is there a form that they need to fill out? Do they need to just go to the Splinterlands Discord and speak to you and ping you? What's the best way to do it?
Yeah, don't ping me. The best way to do it is to fill out the streaming application form. Now, I'll send you a link, and you can put it wherever the best place for your audience to find this. Yep, here you go. This is a little Google form, and if you give us your information and your email, you will be getting an email back. In fact, I just sent out a mass email to all over 40 applicants that we got just in the first day. So that
That's
was
awesome.
quite a welcome sign that people are wanting to do this. They're ready. They're motivated, and that's exactly what we want. We want motivated gamers to come on, show their passion for Splinterlands, and get paid to do it and have some fun. How many times you get paid for having fun, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that we all talk about that a lot, right? Like, we're literally making money, and our communities are making money by playing a game, and that has been crazy. That's the dream, right? Like, that's what we've
Dream
all
come
wanted for so
true.
long.
So,
Decades.
One of the biggest questions as well that I'm seeing is there? I mean, you spoke about the money situation. Is it going to be in your own? Is it going to be in an official Splinterlands like stream, or is this like we take our own streams and we can just like send it to the Splinterlands stream? Like, what's the best way you think that's going to be worked into?
Well, there's going to be a few different things. Definitely the smaller guys, they are just going to be streaming on the official Splinterlands Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Awesome.
hey,
Some of the bigger guys, they might want to stream to all of those plus their own channels at the same time.
yes.
Great.
And then some other bigger guys might decide that they want to stream to only their channel, and they don't want to stream to the Splinterlands official channel. I got to figure out what everybody wants, what's going to be the best deal for everybody. Our main goal, though, is to fill the Splinterlands official channels with nothing but gaming content, news, strategy chat. I mean, whatever you can think of that's about Splinterlands, and you are passionate about yourself. Because if you're not passionate about it, if you try to phone it in, your audience will know. They will know.
Absolutely.
That's the number one rule of streaming. I mean, you can talk about knitting tea cozies. That's and if you really love it, you're going to find an audience. The internet's a very big place.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
One question on that. So, what's going to happen if Splinterlands is paying these streamers, us? What's going to happen if we say speak against the narrative of the official channel? Like, I'm very much for like I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds me, but what if I see something that I don't like personally, and I don't see that a good way that it's heading?
it depends on how it's handled. I would say. I mean, there's every, like, if you've been to an AMA, which are now called the town halls, Splinterland town halls.
Yeah.
Those have been rebranded. But if you've been to a Splinterlands town hall, you can see that they handle criticism very well.
Well, yeah.
In fact, they welcome it as long as it's respectful, right? If you say, "Oh, the founders really messed up this," and I hope someone goes and punches their face, probably not.
Yeah, you're out.
Totally.
But if you say that, I don't like the change they made here, I think, and you explain what you think it might do and how it could hurt stuff. I mean, I've had these kind of criticisms of it myself, and actually, it turns out that I was wrong, but I really did, because I've known Aggro for 4 years now. We run a server together, and we've been very close. And he started the Splinterland stuff, and I didn't really understand it. I was never into Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or any of that stuff. So when this came along, he was giving out alpha packs and stuff, and I was like, all right, man, that's cool. Thanks, whatever. And then I started playing. I was like, actually, this is a pretty fun game. And I was into it before there was even stats on the cards, right? And now, and then I started going through this whole journey, and there was times that I came up to it and I'm like, look, man, this is a bad move. Whatever you're doing right here, this is the stupidest thing you've ever done, and you want this thing to work, you better not do this. And it turns out I was completely wrong.
Right. As the visionaries tend to know, what's going to work for their game and what's not going to work. One of the questions I have for you as well, and I'm sure Cydrake would want to ask it, is this going to be an English only stream?
Yes.
Like, are you going to open this up to Spanish, Tagalog? Like, because obviously YGG has a very, very large Southeast Asia community. So is that something you guys are interested in as well, or are you just starting English and gonna be there?
So here's the thing with that, and actually we want multiple languages, and it would be great if we can make that work and group them all together, like have a big Spanish block, have a big Vietnamese block, have that together where at that time during the week, Vietnamese people know they can go and watch the Splinterlands channel and catch a bunch of content. The only issue with that, as far as it is right now, is we don't have the infrastructure. Well, at least I don't personally have the infrastructure. We might end up getting it if it comes down to it, to onboard, help with technical questions, and do all that in a different language. So
Sure.
there would need to be an English aspect, at least enough to get by, so they can understand what we're doing, understand the rules, understand the parameters, and understand the configurations. And then other than that, they can get on their stream and talk whatever language they want.
That's great. That's great. Dwayne, are you getting any questions over there that we want to throw to at all?
I'm not really, but I was definitely curious about what Jackal was saying, and I appreciate that answer, Ron, around just everyone having a voice and respectfulness, because that's the vibe that I see with aggro too. It's like he says it at the MAs or the town halls, I guess. He says, don't be rude. Ask what you want to ask. You can disagree with us if you want. That's like a healthy attitude, and if that's a sort of approach, I'm really excited for hopefully being a part of it.
Awesome,
Yeah,
man.
for
That's
sure.
good to hear.
For sure. And, we just want to open it up to the community as well. Like, if you guys have any questions, please throw them out there. Put them in the Jay Aiming is actually curious, do you also have a quota or time that you need to stream?
That's really important. Yeah.
So the exact times haven't been set in stone yet. We're probably looking for a minimum of 30 minutes, probably a minimum of an hour. And then, like an hour to 3 hours a week is probably what we're going to start with. And whatever it is, it's going to be more of a commitment. Okay, I commit that every Thursday at 3 p.m. my time, I come here and I stream for an hour, or I stream for 2 hours. And
Sure.
you make that, and if you want less, then we can work with less. If you want to add another slot, what I want to do at first though is we've got I think over 50 applicants at this point that have rolled in since yesterday. I want to make sure that everybody gets a slot. I don't want to give somebody, because I did ask everybody, when can you stream? And I got a lot of like Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., and it's like, okay. And there was a lot of those.
Yeah.
Which
Yes.
that's great. That gives me an idea of where I can kind of move the stuff around and then figure out a schedule that I can give everybody. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to give everybody a schedule, working 8 hours a day, 7 days a week kind of thing, because I want to have everybody get a chance. And then after that, if you've done it for a little bit, you like it, you want to do more, well, we can add some more slots. You find something that's an empty spot. If you can make that, then we'll do that,
That's great.
But I feel
Candor is asking, I'd be a little worried about just live gameplay streamers. Given how the games go, it seems that it might get boring pretty fast. Most players will play until their ECR is close to 75%. Thoughts on this?
and that's why it wasn't just gameplay that we're asking about. We would like to have news. I don't know if anybody ever caught Neil McSpadden's Monster Maverick show that he used to do on MSP Waves. That
I've heard of it.
That contained no gameplay. He just talked about stats. He talked about the economic. He's a real big numbers man. He actually goes by Neil McSpreadsheet in a few different servers because he literally does nothing but stare at spreadsheets all day. That's his thing.
Some people love that.
And you know
Some
what?
people love that.
For a guy that looks at spreadsheets all day and just crunches numbers, the show was awesome. For people who cared about Splinterlands, who wanted to know where to maximize their money, maximize their effectiveness, and just really take their game to the next level, his show was a great resource for that. And there's a million different things that my imagination is very limited compared to the imagination of 100 players out there.
Yep.
Yes, I do think that just gameplay might be a little bit repetitive. I like what you guys are doing. You guys are doing challenges live on stream right here.
Right.
You know, like that's a little bit. That's not just you playing your
giveaways are one thing, but you gotta play to win, and you gotta win more than anybody else. We do a random giveaway as well, like and we're finding. I mean, initially it started just with gold foils, right? And because everybody wanted a gold foil, and we're like, okay, up to $10, and then I think Danger, who's with us as well, kind of said, well, I've got a Chaos Legion pack, and then everyone's like, yeah, Chaos Legion pack. That's in the $10 range right now. How about that? And so we've switched it to you gotta play to win. And also I want to throw this out there as well to Dwayne's team. This is not just for YGG Game Hunters. Please feel free to challenge Cydrake. You can see his name up there, Cydrake. We are playing silver and below. Rules are silver and below for the challenge. So if you start coming in, yeah, go ahead.
Just want to clarify, it's Cydrake, but he has an @Cydronerks. That's not the account. It's @Cydrake.
That is his. His Twitter account.
That's the Twitter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, you can see his name right up there, top right. So Cydrake. Throw him a challenge, you guys, and whoever wins the most will automatically win that free Chaos Legion pack. So, Rondon, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Guys, if you have additional questions and stuff like that, I know that we're going to be talking a lot more with Rondon as well about just how we can help and how we can be involved. And I know there's a lot of people within the YGG community as well that would really like to start streaming. And I love the fact that they don't necessarily have to be an established streamer. I know that's very, very to be a part of a community up front. I mean, Dwayne, who has built his group from scratch, can tell you how much work it really, really is. And so thank you so much for coming on tonight and being willing to answer questions.
Appreciate you having me on. And yeah, if there's no more questions, then I'm going to go ahead and head out of here and keep on working on getting these applications sorted and getting these times all figured out. But anyway, yeah, you guys have been great. I like what you guys are doing here. Hopefully everybody got the link that wants the link to that form.
Yep, we've been handing it out.
Go fill out that. That's the best way to get on this. And we are going to be, hopefully, at the beginning of next week, meeting up. I want to have a big meetup. I think that's going to be the best way. Just have a voice chat, let everybody know where this is going, what they need to do, what they need to think about. And I really appreciate you bringing me on because, some of these questions I hadn't even thought about, it just seems obvious to me that, they're not going to just sign up for a stream that they can't do, but maybe not. Maybe they haven't thought it through. Maybe they didn't, they're going to want to do 3 hours because they're getting paid for, they want to get paid for as much as possible. But then when they get to it, they're like, well, I got to do 3 hours of this. It's going to kill my power. It's going to do this, But what we want your passion. We want your smiling face. We want your personality brought to the game. And we want everybody out there seeing it. And that's what we really want. So
that's fantastic.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you very much.
One final question I have for you. Do you have a blog post or something like that explains all of this? Is there like a one sheet or something like that you have that we can continue to push out to the community?
That has not happened yet. It is in the works.
Okay.
There is a few different details that need to be done before we can really, formalize this.
I know in regards to YGG and YGG Core, and that is what they're asking for. So just letting you know, as soon as you have something like that, please let us know.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you. All right, guys, let's do a little bit of a check-in with Cydrake and see how his challenges are going. Cydrake, how are you feeling about it tonight? Like, how is it going so far?
Really good. You have to look at the last match with AC, so you can.
Did you take him? Did you take him?
Just take
That's
a
what
look.
I need to know. I'm looking right now. So Let's.
You're going to
We
be
can actually
amazed.
do a playback here too. So I'm looking for it. So the last match with ACL, I believe, was it 10 minutes ago, or did it just happen?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
like 10
all right,
minutes.
let's see what happens here. We're gonna go ahead and play it live and watch what happens in this challenge. All right, it is time to see how Cydrake. Oh wow,
Is that
AC bringing in the Yoden.
Oh,
Okay. You guys hit fatigue, baby. The heck?
It was really awesome.
This looks like two bots went at it.
yeah.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Wow. Wow. Oh, that was
Oh,
awesome.
yes.
That was great. I really want to throw this really quick. Let's go ahead and throw this to Danger. We just had an AMA town hall that just happened, and we're all going to comment on what we've been seeing there as Cydrake continues to do the challenges. So, Danger, why don't you take it from there? I know that we all have plenty of opinions in regards to this, so go ahead, Danger. Let's start with it.
So yeah, thanks. So probably the most exciting thing is they finally put a date on it, right? PAX officially open December 8th. So I know Agro had said the beginning of December, but there's finally a point in time that we can all look at. So first week of December. I know it's still 3 weeks away, but there's a date. So so excited about that, right? We finally know when it's coming. We finally know when those cards and when that first million packs and 5 million cards are going to flood out into the world. So super excited about that. And then phase 2 comes after that, right? So we're going to continue to see the vouchers, and then in phase 3, which is the general sale, we're gonna keep seeing vouchers, right? So Agro says vouchers till the end of time. Kind of interesting, right? So it's a token within a token within a token, if you will, right?
Dwayne, I'm very interested in hearing Dwayne's take on this. Like, Dwayne, what is your take on the voucher system? Like, we've talked about it quite a bit. What do you think?
So I feel like the first thing is that you have to step back and remember where the developers started. I don't believe this is the starting point. I don't think the developers believed that what is happening would happen. Like the growth that we've seen, I think they've been continually astonished. And I think that the vouchers were an attempt to deal with the fact that they needed to meter out the packs because they felt that they were starting to believe. They came around the corner and they began to believe like, oh, these are going to sell out really quickly. But they didn't believe that at first. I listened to, I don't know if you guys follow Gank, Splinterlands HQ.
Yeah.
But I like him, and he said he's reached out to Yaba and Aggie, and he said well in advance, he's like 15 million packs, like that's not the number, and like you need to add a zero, and or you need to charge like $20 a pack, and the truth that's actually like in hindsight that was the truth, that like something like that needed to happen for this to be enough packs that these things aren't maybe going to sell out in 2 weeks. That's my prediction. They're going to be gone in 2 weeks. And so here's the problem. Like if you say you hate the vouchers because it's just it allows the whales to do well because they had SPS. Well, 2 problems. One, you need to honor the people that brought this game from nothing to something, and it's them
Exactly.
that did
Absolutely.
that. But then 2, everybody has an opportunity to buy SPS now, and it was 20 cents, like not recently, quite recently.
Super cheap.
So
Super cheap.
like we either believe in it and we commit to it and we invest in it, or we want, or it's okay if we don't have the money or we don't have that commitment, but then we have to take the slower road, and that's going to mean like 3 years of grinding. And I was saying to a different streamer this morning, Liar Pauled, he's a Twitch guy, and he asked me this similar question. I said to him, you have to remember, like I was here 3 years ago, and people are complaining about the rewards that they're getting now that for instance, bronze was nerfed. This is all related, right? Because it's like it's part of the same. It's the same trying to honor the old as opposed to, and people are like, it's not honoring the new people. But here's the problem. like 3 years ago when I was playing, DEC wasn't worth 100
Anything.
equals $1. They were, you needed 1,300 of them to make $1, and you got like 10 of them for a win or something, or 5. The rewards were so trivial, and the cards were worth half a penny, not 30 cents. So, it's just like, I think we have to remember all of that. That's like a full kind of thought. It's a lot of thoughts kind of jammed together, but they're interconnected because it speaks to the complicated problem that was in front of Aggie and Yaba. And they need to honor the old, but they also want to make space for the new. And vouchers was an attempt to try and go somewhere in between. We want to keep the packs limited, but we also want to, not let the whales grab them all.
Right.
So, Dwayne, so a lot of our players, they're new and they don't know much about the history of Splinterlands. So, how did the previous iterations of the airdrop reward cards, like, how did they affect the game and the community? Like, similar to this, or was it a different feel?
So if you,
Danger, you too.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you read the Mavs channel, especially lately, they've all been talking about how they burned airdrop cards in Untamed to get the DEC. So there were folks that were burning gold foil legendary cards to get the DEC. And we're all rubbing our heads today like, why would you do that? So it was such a different game back then.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So let's continue to move on. The next piece. Let's go ahead, Danger.
So moving through the sale, phase 3 will be the general sale. So like everybody said, right? If you want some card packs, make sure you got your money ready because they may go fast. And we'll leave it at that, right? I think we beat that to death. So the next thing I want to touch on is the market. So the team has admitted that the market is a mess, right? Cards are showing up that aren't available. Rentals are being, it's just a mess. Folks are burning RC credit like crazy trying to rent cards that aren't available. They're trying to fix that. There's a partial fix that got dropped this week. I don't know if folks have been trying to rent it. I know in the market, in game, if a card isn't available, you'll get a pop-up instead of a fail, which will save you a little bit of RC credit. The fix is they're trying to speed up the update process of the market so that you won't even have that problem. Again, they realize it's an issue, trying to get a fix out there, but it's a mess. I don't know if you've tried to buy or rent a card lately, but it's tough.
Oh yeah. So my question is, do we have we ruled out that there's bots that are gaming the market? Like, you would think that would be possible, right? I mean, if I knew how to do that, like, you could literally be flipping cards with a bot. They've said it's not against the rules.
Dragon, I was talking to Pete Jarvie the other day. He came on and we did an interview. And Jarvie, if you happen to watch this, I really, really, really appreciate that you made time for that. In that conversation, he actually said what you just said. He said that there are people who actually have been using bots to do that for a very long time. I was surprised to hear that, but I'm not at all technical in that way. But that's coming from the man who made Peak Monsters. So it's happening. I don't know how they're gaming it, but they absolutely are in some respect, according to Peak Jarvie.
Because to me, that's what it feels like. It feels like you see that there's a whole bunch of purchases that are being made, and then you see it relisted for 1 or 2 cents. Like, you see those same cards relisted for 1 or 2 cents more. And Candor, I agree with you. The speed it happens at, and they get relisted higher prices, must be bots. I feel the same way. Does anybody else have an opinion on that?
Well, not really. It's annoying when these bots come into play like this. But I did like one of Peak Jarvie's, one of the videos he did release this week. Because I know myself, I struggle to get my non-crypto friends into this, and then when I start talking bots, and bots can be in play and stuff like that, and they just start pushing away further and further. I used one of his videos, a couple of my mates, and I managed to onboard them onto Splinterlands, which is another shout out to Peak Jarvie on just thanks for creating that video of you guiding your cousin through the mechanics of Hive Wallet, Splinterlands, and we need to get this guy's name out some more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got three non-crypto friends into the game thanks to that one.
Yeah. So, all right, Danger, what else?
So there was the launch of the suggestion page. And I think the first thing on that was the first draft of the SPS governance and how that's going to work. So how token holders will be able to nominate proposals, and how they will change and affect the game and govern the game, right? And so I think Hardpoint, who is the VP of engineering, so he's probably like the lead smart guy, so to speak. How he is taking in the community's suggestions. So he put up a link, and I think it's like suggestions.splinterlands.io or something like that. I'll find the link and post it Discord for everybody. But they're looking at that, and they're looking at suggestions. I think the first thing that they want to get out of the way is that SPS governance, right? Because that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to have their SPS be worth something. Yeah, I know interest in APR for staking is one thing, but to really govern the game like we're all supposed to do, that's what's really important to a lot of folks in the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dwayne,
what do you think?
I'm like particularly excited about SPS and the governance side of things. And here's something that people should think about, and think about it now, because if you like this game and if you think it's got going to bigger and bigger places, first of all, like listen to what Aggie said in the other town hall the other day. He was talking about SPS, and he said something like, the question was around DEC, and it was like, well, DEC could go down in price when the SPS airdrop ends, and then if that happened, what would happen? The inflation would lower, so there'd be less DEC printed, which would mean we'd get fewer DEC, and they'd be worth less individually, which is a recipe for way less rewards when you play the game. But then he answered and said, SPS guys, like, buy and stake SPS. There's going to be SPS rewards for rank battle, and so. Like now is the time, if you think this game is going somewhere, and obviously we all do, it's time to start loading that bag a little bit. And I'm not saying take risks. I'm not saying like stretch yourself. I'm just saying, understand what your goals are within this game and where you think it's going to go, and position yourself accordingly, because right now SPS is like pretty darn reasonable, and there's another voucher drop coming in that second month. Those vouchers are worth, let's say they're worth $10, maybe they're worth less, but call it $10. That's going to equate to roughly 12 US cents per SPS over that course of that month. So like you can, if you buy 2,500 SPS and you stake it on that first day, it's going to get you, each one of them is going to get you 12 cents worth of value back in the form of those vouchers. So like, it's like you need to start planning now, because as this utility comes online, these are not going to be attainable, and they're not going to be 40 cents or 35 cents. They're going to be much more. And then you're going to say to yourself, I wish I had more of a vote in this game. I wish I got more from rank battles, because I don't have enough SPS. I don't get enough rank battle rewards. And it's right now, but people are going to let it pass them by.
Yeah, I think that they're taking the quick cash now and forgetting about the long term of this. Remember, guys, SPS is limited. In another 200 and something days, it's done. And that will be all that they ever release.
So not that's not quite right. So that's just for the airdrop, right? So you're going to have ranked battle rewards. You're going to have staked rewards where you can. It's sort of like you stake your SPS on players that you think are going to do well, and as they win matches, you get rewarded. There's so many other ways to get SPS. I think it's out for the next. It was for 5 years, right? It was a 5-year plan.
Yes,
but you're right. The airdrop, yes, that's going to end, and so the and I'm using air quotes here. The free SPS will be over, and then you're going to have to earn your SPS.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the way on how can you earn those SPS tokens. And also remember that right now here in the cryptocurrency world, there has to be a limitation regarding how the amount of the cryptocurrencies. So basically, for example, in Dragonary, they have like I don't remember if they have like 5 million Coinary tokens, and they are starting to do some halvings, exactly the same thing as Bitcoin. So that way they are trying to limit the quantity of the Coinary tokens, and also they are trying to increase the price of the Coinary tokens. And also they are trying to make it more like more precious. And the other thing is it's regarding on your strategy, because in this game there are so many ways to just start earning. You can do it like in a short term, if you want to just start playing the game and having the rewards and then sell the cards immediately. If you are lucky and you obtain like a legendary, you can sell it right away. Or maybe you can do it like for example in other trading card games like Pokemon and Digimon, some players start keeping the legendary cards or the most rare cards, and after a couple of years they sell the cards, and that's really awesome. That's another way of trying to have some incomes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've never really seen, I mean, to me at least, I mean, I've said this multiple times. I think that there isn't another game out there that gives you more potential for revenue streams, right? You can rent if you want to. You can flip if you want to. You can scholar if you want to, and have, you know, and split the earnings. You can, and the way that you can get money in and out is amazing. You literally have like huge amounts of ways that you can on ramp and huge amounts of ways you can off ramp. I don't know, and I say this even with Axie dropping Katana and stuff like that. Like this is still better right now. The way these guys are doing it needs to be a model, in my opinion, for how the other games want to do it. All right, Danger, keep going.
Okay, so let's see. I think they talked a little bit about just systematic stuff, right? They talked about tickets, and they were working tickets, and they're getting tickets down, and it's still thousands of tickets, but the number of users are going up and the number of tickets is going down. So that's good, right? So they're getting after stuff. The team is growing. They've added folks onto the team. They introduced Homestead Hacker, who's going to be kind of the chief community moderator for Discord. I don't know if folks know it or not, but they had some issues with Discord, and they're trying to lock that down. So they're making it a little more professional, so to speak, which is good, right? And I think let's see if we got it. The other exciting thing was just the eye candy, right? So they showed some more cards, and these things are great looking.
They look so good. I'm so excited.
I've got a couple up here now. The guy here on the right is, I guess it's a chaos water elemental. The one on the left is a summoner. So those are really cool. I really like this one on the right that's supposed to be some kind of drake or dragon. They're just awesome.
Everybody
looking.
loves a dragon, bro. Everybody.
These are just fantastic, right? So and then they showed off some cards with stats, and they were really excited because apparently in Untamed they were working on stats up until the last minute before cards were released. So they were excited to have some done that they could share with everybody. So the one I've got up here now is the Shadow Snitch. Right, he's a common card in death, reach and affliction, which I love. Affliction, guy. It's so many people use heal, and it's so nice to be able to stop that. So that's a pretty cool card. And the other one, the Acid Shooter, has a new ability, Scatter Shot.
As if there aren't enough abilities right now in the game. I love it when they enter something new into it. It's so cool.
And so this targets a random enemy, right? So that's kind of interesting, right? So low cost, so who knows, right? It might be a good gamble play to just throw out there and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Danger, can I ask a question on that one, and maybe roundtable on that card? Do you guys think the scatter shot is gonna have a primary target? The primary target is gonna obviously have the opportunity to be poisoned and crippled. Are the two adjacent monsters going to be crippled and potentially poisoned also? I don't think so. But what do you guys think?
Cydrake, what do you think?
Sorry, I was paying attention.
Jacko, you go.
I like the sound of that, but I wasn't thinking that line. I was thinking more like, what's it going to do with Taunt? Is Taunt going to attract it in, and then if there is a bit of splashes, then that would lead it to that way. But yeah, I've been stuck on that Taunt ability. That's some good thinking.
I don't think it will do that, because that would be pretty. Well, I mean, let's put it this way: if it does what I just said it will, you're talking about poisoning 3 enemies, crippling 3 enemies with 1/2 cost mana monster. That would be
That's OP.
super powerful. A must have. So
Yeah.
I actually think it will just poison and cripple the main target and not the because when we look at knockout, or I mean stun. Stun, when you have a monster that has blast, like the lightning dragon is a dragon archery monster, and its primary target can be stunned, but the adjacent targets don't also get stunned. So I assume it's not going to do what I just asked about, but I wanted to hear other people's thoughts too. Thanks, guys.
Danger, what do you think? What do you think it could potentially do?
For 2 cost, yeah, I think that might be just crazy powerful for 2 cost. But you know, I think it's just kind of a wild card, right? It's like it's just a gamble. You know, for low cost, throw it in and just see what happens, and you might come out a winner, and you might not. You know, who knows?
The bigger question to me is it going to do 2 damage to multiple enemies? Is it kind of, I don't know, those of you that played Hearthstone, but remember there was a card that would literally randomly throw barrels out that would explode. And to me, that's what it kind of, that's what I kind of think about, you know, with it. And so, all right, what else you got, Danger? What else you got?
I think that's about it. You know, there's just some more visual stuff. They threw up a new wallpaper and then a new animation, which is cool. But I think that's the high points.
Ooh, I want the wallpaper for the stream, of course. So that's great. I mean, Danger, always appreciate your insight, and love it that Dwayne is able to be here and give his insight as well with all of it. So let's go ahead and check back in with Cydrake and see how things are going. Cydrake, who is winning right now? Who is?
I think maybe Bakwani.
I think.
Yes. He's a rooster.
I think maybe that is true as well. Let me just double check right now. Looks like Baku's got 2. Baku's got 3. He's running away with it, guys.
Yes.
He's running away with it.
It has
You
been
guys better jump in.
really tough tonight.
Yeah.
So many battles with many different legendaries, and no, it has been really tough.
That's okay. Keep throwing the legendaries, guys. See what happens next week. See what
Beat him
happens
down.
next
Beat
week.
him down.
Yeah. Just see what happens when Cydrake has a fully boosted group. So, you know, we always like to, you know, we have 15 minutes left of the challenge, guys. So keep it going. And I really wanted to take a few minutes here and chat with Dwayne. Dwayne has just hit a very important milestone yesterday. I went to your party on YouTube. It was insane. You just had scrolling text over and over and over and over. Just absolutely incredible. Dwayne, I'd love to hear a little bit about your journey. Like, how did you start? Where did it start? And how have you grown your channel? And why specifically Splinterlands?
So yesterday, first of all, yesterday was crazy. Thanks for popping by. Thanks for the support. That stream was moving so fast, and today, that's specifically why tonight I just invited my members only, and they're in the chat. I'm popping out of the window every now and then, just saying hi to them. And hey guys, thanks for popping in tonight. Appreciate you all and everything you do for the channel. As for where I came from or how I got going, really it comes out of Steam. I was into crypto in like 2016 when Bitcoin was at, I want to say 3,000. And I'd heard about it around 1,000. I had good buddies saying like, you need to get into this, but I didn't. I got to about 3 and I thought, okay, now. And I took every penny I had in the world and I put it into cryptocurrency because I was convinced, and I had done a ton of research. Like I had poured over every video that I could find of any sort of meaning or any sort of like repute to try and like really explore the topic. What is this doing and why is it adding value? And I was convinced that it was. So then from there I got into exploring other blockchains, and I found Steam, which was seemed to be technically very efficient and effective, and it was the first place where I began to understand that my time and attention was worth something, because it allowed social media to be rewarded. You would post a blog, you'd post a picture, you'd post a video, and it would be upvoted by the community. The community vote is meaningful, and the system knows how meaningful. Like your vote, it knows your reputation, it knows how much stake you have, and then it rewards a certain amount of upvote, just like in splintertalk.io or on Hive. And I began to say, like, oh, these blog posts I'm making, they're actually, my time in them is worth it. And then I found Steam Monsters through that, and the bear market hit, and my crypto started plummeting. But one thing that wasn't plummeting was my Steam Monster cards, and I thought, I like this game, and I'm not going anywhere now that my crypto is plummeted. So let's just move it into Steam Monsters. And I slowly did that over like a year, like for the first year of the bear market, to the point where I was like fully committed now, every penny into Steam Monsters, and just thinking to myself, you know, I really think this game is cool. There's only like maybe 3,000 daily active players, but it just was cool. And I knew I was, every now and then I'd get a really nice card. I remember getting my first Ruler of the Seas gold foil,
Wow.
which at the time I listed for 100, and I kept it there for like a week. It didn't sell, and I lowered it to 65, which was the bid buy, and $65. That's like a 2,000 or maybe a $5,000 card now.
But yeah,
for one BCX. And so anyways, that's the story. It's just like got involved through Steam and blockchain, and fell in love with this game.
how long has your channel been? How long have you been working on your channel specifically? Like, you started obviously at a certain point, and then, I mean, has this been a 2-year journey for you, a 3-year journey in regards to your channel?
Well, I've been posting content, either written or video, since say 2017, when that Steam journey really kicked off. And I was posting on like DTube and Steemit, and I was posting on YouTube, but I was primarily posting on YouTube specifically to extract that content and put it onto the blockchain to get a value out of it. I didn't really think I was going to pick up an audience. I was just sharing whatever I wanted to talk about I said family, finance, and faith. Like, those are the things that are important to me: economics, blockchain, and Jesus. And so I just post whatever I wanted to talk about that day, and it, it didn't, surprise, it didn't gain traction. You need to have a lane, right? Like, you need to pick a lane. So like, really things blew up in August of this year, and just started like I think 1 or 2 videos where it was like I started introducing the idea that you could rent cards and profitably and make a ton of money, and actually start the journey that I started, which led to, at that time, $50,000 worth of cards. And I was saying then, and I'm saying now, that if you commit 3 years of your life playing a fun game, it's going to give you meaningful rewards over that period of time. So that was like the message that really got traction. And then I've just been doing the Splinterlands all day, every day since, because people love it.
That's fantastic. It's
Big
absolutely
time,
incredible.
Big time.
So, everything that you guys, everything that you've gained, all the traction you've made, what is the one thing that you wish you would have gone back and told your previous self? What is something you wish, even like a year ago, you would have told your previous self?
Sell the house and go all in.
Then you got to talk to your wife and be like, hey, baby, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm going to sell the house and we're going to go live in an apartment and it'll be fine. Don't worry.
No, I mean, you know what, Dragon, the real answer is that I wish I had understood just the fact that there's opportunities out here like this. Like, and if I was focused, because I wasn't focusing very hard at that time. A year ago, I wasn't. I was like playing the game a little bit, but I still liked it, but I wasn't taking the opportunity for what it was. And just like everybody says, you wish you bought like that one more card, or you wish you feel like you kind of missed the boat a tiny bit. Some of that is still for me, even though I was here 3 years ago. I wasn't there for beta, and I didn't buy as many Untamed as I wish I had. And I just wish I not so much invested more money, but I wish I took my time more seriously with the channel, with the game, and just, fine tune some things. That's what I would say.
That makes sense. I know my biggest regret was not listening to Danger when he told me to go buy more land. And I said, no, I got one. It'll be fine. Like, I'm not going to buy like all of the stuff I can't even do with it, anything with it. So we ask everybody this same question. We've all kind of gone through this. In your opinion, money is no object, okay? Money is no object for this question. Would you invest right now in land, or would you invest in CL packs, or would you invest in single cards? What would you do?
Ooh, that's a tough
That's
one.
a tough. Yes.
And you got to pick. You're looking for a one.
You can only do one. You can only do one.
Ooh. I think I would, I'm super bullish on land. I really am, but I have a tract of land. So in my position, and I have a good amount of cards, like I've got 1.4 million power or something. I think I would buy packs, and I would just I bought 1,200 packs in the pre-sale, and I aim to buy 10,000 packs in the general sale. And honestly, I wish I could have 100,000, but so I think I would say packs, even though I really like the other options too.
Yeah, that makes sense. So with that, did you have anybody, because I know there were definitely people like Homestead Hacker, Danger, like all of us were kind of like, it felt like we were kind of collaborating near the beginning when I came in. They were people that were influential for me. Was there somebody you feel like kind of took you under their wing and helped you as you continued to grow?
You know what? I mean, first of all, I feel like it's just like a blessing and luck to like have gotten 5,000 followers is crazy. And, I think I'm adding value to the community, and I'm daily trying to, but I do feel like I just kind of got lucky and blessed to be in the position I'm in. I don't think that there was like one moment I could point to where I say like this person did that thing for me. Except, I guess, actually Clove doesn't know me, but watching her YouTube encouraged me to keep YouTubing. Like, I think that was part of what happened there in August. Like, I think I was watching one of her things, and I was like, you know what? I haven't done any sort of videos for YouTube in a while. Why not? I'm still playing, so let's go for it. And so she's always been a presence in this thing, and I've always not like a devoted follower. I shouldn't like suggest that I am, but she's always been around, and I see her on YouTube, and I'm like, I should get back. And so that might be one person I would point to.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You were saying that you didn't know Clove?
Not really, no.
I wonder how many people that you don't know now that you're having this impact on people through your content, because what you're delivering, it's changing lives, I can guarantee it. So keep it up, please.
Yeah. I know one of the big things that Jackal told me even from the beginning is Dwayne Cunningham. Like, he was like, it's Dwayne for me. Like, Bulldog is amazing. Like, there's a lot of really amazing streamers out there.
Oh, everyone is amazing.
Everybody has done so good, but you have made a huge impact on this space, and it has been super fun to watch that journey that you have taken. This is your 5-minute warning, everybody. 5 minutes. Where are we at, Cydrake? Where are we at right now?
Well, you need to check the last match.
Was it amazing?
Yeah.
We will definitely watch this again.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me share my screen, and we'll check that last match.
Sorry,
right
AC.
Yes. Did you just wreck AC? AC again. All right, let's see here. All right, let's look at Cydrake. Great. All right, here we go. Here comes the replay, everybody. All right. Looks like AC is changing it up a little bit. I don't see a Jotun, which is weird. I feel like I always see a Jotun when it comes to AC.
It was because of the mana.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, so low mana. All right. Wait, before we do this... Oh, no, we already know what the results are. Okay, we'll continue here. Wow, Okay, so everybody got blast, and monsters with magic attack may not be used. Okay. Are you seriously?
Yes.
Are you really gonna beat him? Your heal outplays his heal.
Go.
Oh my gosh, how many rounds did you go? Okay, there goes that. And then you already took down his attack, so eventually you should just take him down. Yeah.
Yeah.
2-1.
The earthquake. It's going to go 20 rounds.
Yeah.
Did it go 20 rounds?
It's got to,
Yes. Yeah.
That's the second one you've gone 20 rounds with on him.
Oh.
Dwayne, I have another question for you while we're going through all of this. Guys, get your final matches in right now because we're just about done with this. What is the most underrated card that you would say is out there right now? The number one most underrated card, in your opinion?
I was looking at the market before we went live today, and I was thinking, So that's a different question than I was kind of thinking, but that's an excellent question. I think when I talk to people about the cards that I feel you need to look at and take very seriously, it's always those reward cards that are the cheapest. And you just go to Peak Monsters, and you can look at the cheapest cards. Actually, maybe I'll quickly share a screen and
Yeah, absolutely.
How do I do that? Disable camera settings, mute. No, I don't know. I'm not confident in figuring that out, boys. But
I can go to it.
maybe can you go to Peak Monsters and just click on rewards and show your screen, and then I can convey, because it's literally there's 6 cards in the rewards. I want you to search by rewards, and then it's going to be the cheapest cards. Those are at the common level. I know who they are, and everybody knows who they are. It's the Venari Heatsmith, the Gargoyle Lion, the Pellicor Conjurer, the Pellicor Deceiver, the Bandit, and the Mercenary. Those cards are super, super, super undervalued. But then of those cards, I've been asking lately, which ones of them are by themselves like potentially a carry card? Because those 6 cards are really cheap. But if you look at the Pellicor Mercenary, it's actually a card that can by itself win the game. Like in those matches where it's like 10 mana or 11 mana, that could be your solo card that carries you to victory, especially in gold where it's got that heal, because at level 6 it has heal. And then I also really like the Pellicor Deceiver and the Pellicor or Gargoyle Lion, because again, those are the 3 of those 6 cards. Those 3 are tanks, meaning they can by themselves enter a game and win a game. And especially at higher levels, the Deceiver has some great abilities. The Lion has some great abilities. So I'm more talking gold and above. But then if we start talking silver and below, I would like you to click on Epic. So just filter it for And so then it's like, these are the cards. Legendaries, of course, are awesome, but they're going to be 50, 60. I think it's $50 for Oceanus. That card is so valuable for the legendaries. Oceanus is like
$40 right now.
At bronze, at silver, at gold, at diamond, at champ. That card is amazing. Period. Full stop. It's worth 4 times that price.
Yep. And it will be worth 4 times that price, quite frankly, everybody.
Yeah. But
not financial advice.
As I always say, on the long enough time horizon, don't think in like 3 weeks it's going to flip to that value, or because Dwayne called it out, it's going to be like $100 tomorrow. These things, they go up and down. There's too much supply coming online right now, but that supply will stop. And when it stops, you're going to think the numbers are shocking when they go up. But this is the epics that I would look at. I'd be like Jin Renova, Uraeus, Jin Chwala. I was just talking to one of the guys in my chat. Jin Chwala is, in my opinion, so amazing, because again, not only is it a tank that could be a carry card, and not only is it good at low levels, it's great at high levels, but also it's a dragon, so it can work with any splinter. For all those reasons, and I love Jin Renova. Such a good card for 2 magic out the gate with the 6 hit points and the strengthen. And then Lava Launcher. To me, Lava Launcher, I don't have any idea why Lava Launcher is $4. Like, that card again is so excellent, but yes, it's a high mana. But how many times do you see a Jotun, you go up against an enemy Jotun, and he has like 20, he's using 20 or 30 mana because he doesn't have he doesn't have Lava Launcher. He's using like 3 cost archery characters because he wants to take advantage of the Jotun. but you need some of these things in your deck that are going to be the big hitters that can actually, and that one has close range. So when it goes to the first position, it can keep firing.
Right.
So, I mean, to me, those that I just lifted,
Mentioned.
ripped off on are the ones that are the most exciting. And it's always which ones are cheapest, and then how could you fit them into a very successful deck?
Right. Absolutely.
What
And
do you recommend concentrating on one splinter first, or trying to have a bit of a spread?
I really like the idea of it depends on where you're at, but most of the people that we'd be talking to probably are looking at starting, right? They're not going to come in this with and spend 20 grand. So like
Yep.
with $1,000 US budget, I'm confident you can build a really powerful silver level deck, maybe even a high silver. And maybe as Chaos Legion comes out, I suspect we're going to see a whole new list of cheap cards. Not cheap, but I mean, again, some of them are going to be affordable, just like
Cheaper.
those I was just listing. And so I would say focus on two splinters, whichever you think really work for you. But I like water, as everybody does. You see it in bronze and silver, and then I like probably life, because again, Jin Renova is quite affordable and inexpensive. There's the Temple Priest, which is another excellent I like white, and I like magic on white specifically. Like I really like that white magic team.
And
I really
it's,
like the way you.
I feel like it's underplayed too. White in general is underplayed. Like you got a lot of people playing red, you got a lot of people playing green, but you don't have a lot of people playing white, and you don't have a lot of people playing black.
So
Yeah.
can I jump in for just a second and plug a cheap card in bronze that folks who are just starting out need to take a look at? Rusty Android, right? It's an old reward card. I think it's less than $4, and it's the cheapest card that's neutral that has reflect. And everybody in bronze is playing blue, is playing water, and they're playing magic. And so this guy will take all those shots and shoot it right back at who's ever. This is a winner card, something you should really take a look at, because a lot of folks aren't expecting reflect down in bronze, and you can get this guy for cheap. And if you put something that can tank heal behind it, you can wipe out one of those water magic decks, no problem, with just this guy.
All
DJ,
right.
You know what I like to do there? With that in mind, I like the white again, because I'll do my magic team, but then I'll put the Silver Shield Paladin in the first position. He's a tank with like 2 armor and like 5 or 6 hit points at like low, and then he gets quite a few hit points at higher. And he has magic reflect. And in the second position, I'll put Pellicor Conjurer, which is that 2-cost new reward card, which also has reflect. And so you get, even if they throw like a blast magic at you, they're in trouble because they're just going to nuke themselves. I love it.
Yeah, super cool. So, just really quick, this will be the final battle for Cydrake. We've let it go about 4 minutes over, everybody. So, I'm going to go ahead and look at that really quick to see where we're at and who wins the Chaos Legion pack for the evening. I'm pretty sure it is Boku. I see 1, 2, 3. I see 3 wins for Boku.
Yes.
But I think it's more than that. Let's see here. I've got 1 win for ACL, AC, 2 wins for AC. Let's see here. Let's just make sure that we can share that so everybody can see it. All right. Okay. All right. I got... Looks like AJPL made a good run for it as well. All right. So we got 1, 2 for ACL. We'll check and see if he's got any more than 2. AJPL, we've got, I see 1. Boku or Baku is 1, 2, 3 wins right there. AC, how many times have you won? Let us know. If you've won more than 3, I don't think you have. It looks like it's going to Baku. Congratulations, Baku. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Nice.
I want to throw something out there, guys. First off, Baku, you win the Chaos Legion pack for tonight. Secondly, I definitely want to thank Dwayne. Dwayne, I know that you had 1 hour slotted for us, and we've gone a little bit over, so I want to honor your time for sure. But I just really wanted to say how excited I am that we were able to do this collaboration, that you could bring some of your insight to this. I hope it's not the last time, because we most certainly love having you here.
Yeah.
Can you share your information in regards to TNA and stuff like that real quick? I know you need to go and have some family stuff, so why don't you go ahead and share? We'll continue the stream and do our giveaways real quick, but I just want Dwayne to be able to get to his family time.
First of all, thanks guys for having me. I really enjoy the conversation, and the it's like I've told many people before. There's not a lot of people in my life that love this game like we love this game. So to sit down with people who are like-minded and who understand what this is a joy. So it's a good use of my time. I enjoy it, and yeah, I am gonna take off and spend time with the kids here after we're done here. So, but I definitely look forward to doing it again, and even to have you guys over on mine, and to do maybe a different type of sit down and get to know you guys too and what you're aiming at, because I think it's very much what I am also, and I'd love to unpack that a bit. So, but as for connections, I mean, Dwayne Cunningham on YouTube, and we have a Discord. You can find the Discord link in every one of my videos. I created the guild Time and Attention, and that's where I think the value of this game is. It's like, you invest your time and attention and it adds to something big. It just takes time, takes an investment, but this game is both fun and rewarding. So play that and earn that over a period of time. So yeah, we created a guild, and if anybody wants to get involved, you can become an intern on that thing by winning or participating successfully in some of our tournaments, and a few different other ways also. So come check out the channel if you haven't already, and love to have you drop me a comment and say you saw me here and you heard about me. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, we just really appreciate your time, and I know that I was watching the TNA stream last night as well. I know they're starting a new guild, and they're fundraising for some of that, which is great. Just really want to continue to collaborate with the community, guys. It's not about one group or the other group, or there's so much room in this space, like what we kind of talked about earlier, for so many people. So Dwayne, thank you so much for coming, and those that want to stay here, we have a few more things that we're going to go through. We've got our giveaways. Danger's got a giveaway. Jackal's got a giveaway, but we definitely want to respect Dwayne's time. So Dwayne, thank you so much for being with us tonight, and we can't wait for you to come and hang out with us again.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for everything.
All right.
Thank you very much, amigo.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. So, all right. So, guys, we know we're going a little bit later tonight, but I figure that nobody really minds when there's Chaos Legion packs involved. So, Baku, I will get you your Chaos Legion pack. I know that Danger has got a pack to give away as well, and I know should not be muted. I know that Jackal as well has a prize he'd like to give away. Why don't you tell us what you are going to give away tonight, Jackal?
So I'll be giving away 1,000 DEC on the Wheel of Fortune tonight.
The Wheel of Fortune, baby.
The Wheel of Fortune.
So, Danger, I love what you had to say there in regards to the Rusty Android. I'm actually looking at it. Like, whenever I hear about cards, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I hear about cards that I'm potentially missing, like, I totally, I go look at it. I go look for it immediately. Like, I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? How do I find it? I've got to have it.
I have it right now. I'm sharing my screen. There's the Rusty Android.
The Rusty
It's really,
Android.
really awesome. Has a lot of damage at level 8. Has the magic reflect. And so much health. If you have it in level 8, it's really, really awesome.
For $3.65, it's, I mean, again, that's a really, really good price, honestly.
Yeah,
It doesn't come up often either, so a lot of people won't really know how to counter it effectively.
Yeah,
it
for
works
sure.
wonders in bronze. I'll tell you right now, nobody sees it coming, and it wins against the folks that spam water magic almost every time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, part of my strategy as well is the Untamed packs that I sold are half of it is going to Chaos Legion packs, but the other half of it is going to acquire new cards. So I always love it when I hear new cards that we're able to purchase and to get. So Jackal,
Dragon, can I
go
make
ahead.
a quick comment?
Yeah.
So Bakuoni just put a comment in the chat about prismatic energy, and the reason that I'm saying Rusty Android over prismatic energy. Yes, prismatic energy is more tanky, but I think it also costs $33 a card, and so this is 1/5 the cost or less for the same ability.
Yeah, that's a great word. Also, one of the things that I've been looking at quite a bit as well, and I'll even put it here. So here's the strategy, and I know that Cydrake and I had this. I know Danger and I had this. I know we've all joked around about this. I literally go through and I try and find. It used to be what's under $1. What's under $1? Now the strategy has shifted. What's under $5? Look at this. Enchanted Defender promo card. You can only these promo cards, guys. You can only get, if they're part of the promo. So those are. What about you, Danger? Like, what are you looking at right now in regards to? Like, obviously, we're all saving a lot of cash for Chaos Legion, but what else are you looking into right now?
So this week I've been buying Uraeus, the neutral. It's the snake guy, right? The new reward. It's an epic. I think they're selling for a little less than $5, right? For something. That's what I've been loading up on. Trying to put together a maxed one. I mean, that's my goal. Is so I want to play at champion level. I can't do that today because the summoners, right? And I think that's everybody's problem. But when Chaos Legion comes out, hopefully we'll all be able to pick up some cheap summoners. But I think that Uraeus, particularly the neutral cards, because you can use them with anything, with any splinter. So I'm looking at getting a couple of the 3 neutral cards that are currently in the reward pool. I'm looking at maxing those, getting max versions of those. So this week I'm trying to put together a maxed Uraeus.
Nice.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah,
Jackal,
looks really awesome.
What are you looking at this week specifically, Jackal?
Gold cards. I'm just trying to buy up as many cheap gold foils as I can. Especially with the news from the AMA that there's beginning to get more and more talk of boss battles coming out, and it was spoken about near when they were talking about guild implementation. So I'm hoping that means that we're going to be fighting big enemies as a guild together, and I like to fill that gold fray. So hopefully that has some value.
Sense. Cydrake, have you been watching the market a little bit this week? Is there anything you're looking at specifically?
Well, actually, I was looking at the Pelacor, as mentioned before, and because it's really, really awesome, and also it has the reflection, the reflect that we already mentioned also, and also the Djinn, the one that it's in water. I don't remember the name for that Djinn.
The expensive one.
Yeah, the expensive one.
I bought one of those last week, and I was like, oh, but
Worth
I
it.
just feel like that is going to be one of those cards that. The truth of the matter is, I want to buy a second one because I feel like it's one of those cards that you're gonna wish you had at least.
Buy a gold one. Do it. Buy a gold one.
What are they sitting at?
Here's my problem with that, though. That purchases like that eat into Chaos Legion for me. So it's like, hold on, I'm looking.
Yeah.
It is $520.
So I'll tell you the quick story. So I bought a gold foil legendary this summer in Untamed, and I got called out by the wife because I put it on the credit card, and
Oh my
the
God.
$500 charge came in, and she said, "What's this all about?" And I said, just wait, it'll pay off. Don't worry, just talk to me later. And now it's worth $2,000. So,
But here's the bigger question: did you sell it?
Yeah.
No, I still got it. It makes $1 a day, right? On rentals.
Well, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people forget about, like, for real. Like, guys, like, for me, the assets I've been procuring, my goal is to be between 1,000 and 2,000 DEC a day. And I know that we talked about a DEC drop as well, but if DEC drops, then the price of everything comes down, right? I mean, that's what we saw before when it was 13 cents a day that we were making. Like, everything goes down. AJPL says, yeah, as long as the rental market exists, I don't think it ever makes sense to ever sell any card. Jay Aiming says that's a gamble. I mean, it is a gamble, but if he needs to move it, the packs are a gamble, guys. Let's be real. The packs are the gamble.
But it's really exciting to open the packs.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's really exciting.
Does anybody want to commit to opening any of their Chaos Legion packs on stream? Danger, are you going to hold all yours? I will commit to opening 10.
Oh, yeah, I'll open some. I'll absolutely open some.
Yeah, I'm not opening all of mine. Are you kidding me? That's how I'm going to fund the next round.
Yeah.
Jackal, you've said that you want to buy quite a few packs. Like, how many are you at again? I don't remember.
I'm tossing up between 50 or 100, and I'll open 10% of them.
Yeah.
Whatever I end up, I'll open 10%.
Cydrake,
how many? A bit of fun.
Yeah, how many are you talking about buying, Cydrake?
Well, it's really difficult because, it's a gamble. I think I will buy maybe 20 packs and just open 10 of those, and the other ones I will keep them.
That's awesome. Danger will open some of his as well, which is awesome. So everybody knows that it's time for the Wheel of Fun, right? It's time for the Wheel of Fun. Shout out in the comments, guys. How did you guys enjoy Dwayne? Like, we're trying to get some more people in here as well. Didn't he bring like a whole bunch of cool perspective? I want you guys to look also for your name right now. Candor, I have you in there. I know you're in there. I love that Noisiel. Yeah, I thought he was very, very insightful as well. If you do not see your name on the Wheel of Fun, and I do believe you should be able to see it pretty. I think I can look down the list as well. Boa, I've missed you. Sil, for coming in. I mean, you obviously should be in the running here. The more
Wheel of Fun's getting bigger. It is getting bigger and bigger.
I got Mad Tribe on there. Ojifachu. So, OG. And Snornax, I think, are the only ones that I saw come in later. If you do not see your name on the Wheel of Fun, please tell me now. No, I don't put AC's name anymore on the Wheel of Fun. No, not doing it, AC. You win everything and you never share with me. So, all right. I think I actually did put AC's name on here. All right. AC, if you win, I swear. All right, hold on. I'll sort it just for OG Fachu because he's being a baby. That's fine. AC, you're there. Check now, or forever hold your peace. This first one is for Baku. Does not get another one, so we need to take him out. He's already. Virus, I'll add you. No problem. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just putting you as Virus. The other day for the GameHunters, you guys, the other day for the GameHunters stream, like, we had like over 100 people, and I thought May was gonna die as she was putting people in.
Hey, so Ketchup, what is it? Ketchup 177 is trying to. Oh, you got him. Okay. Okay, got it.
We got you. So, Ketchup, I got you. I got you. So, all right. So here we go. The Wheel of Fun. Virus, I got you for sure too. Yep. All right. The only rule is this, guys. You have to actually play Splinterlands. Cebuano, I can get you. No problem.
Yes, please.
You have to play.
You must play Splinterlands. You must have a Splinterlands account, guys. Jay Aiming, are you Jay on... I'm assuming you're Jay. Mandrago. I'll get you in. I'm calling it, though.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now.
Make sure you type the Mandrago incorrectly.
Guys, the big thing that we would love tonight too is again, I'm gonna post a link right now. We would love if you would please go ahead and follow our YouTube channel. I know a lot of you are watching on Twitch right now. That's awesome as well. But we are trying to get our own custom URL on YouTube. That is the big thing that we need right now. So I'm going to leave that link here. If you have not followed us on YouTube, and I'm not talking about the YGG YouTube, I'm talking about the GameHunters YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and post that while people are still saying I'm not in. Man, Drago, I got you. All right, so here it is. Please go over and give us a follow on YouTube. That would be wonderful. Okay, so Cebuano does not play SPL. Okay, well, I'm not going to keep going back and forth. So that's going to be it. All right, so there we go. Here goes the spin, everybody. Let's go for a free.
Ooh, Spicer!
Spicy Spicer.
Congratulations!
Spicer, you have won. You have won the free. You have won the free.
Ooh, I think that's 2 in a
Chaos Legion
row.
pack.
I think he won it last weekend. Didn't he?
Spicer, did you win last weekend? Tell me right now. All right, we'll check right now for we'll check right now for the DEC. We'll check right now for the DEC, and we will spin for the DEC. Or maybe what we'll do is we'll say, Spicer, would you rather 1,000 DEC from Jackal, or would you rather a Chaos Legion pack?
Chun, chun, chun.
What would you rather have, Spicer? Baku, I'm not sure that we are going to go affiliate because we stream on so many different platforms. If one shows up to be more popular than the others, we want to have our options open. And we also stream to the YGG channels as well. Okay, what did he decide? Spicer, what did you choose? DEC. Okay, so Spicer chooses Chaos Legion. So this is for the 1,000 DEC. Gotta be. Spicer was here from the very beginning, guys. Like, oh, look at that.
Nice.
Day.
Congratulations.
Day, do you have, go ahead and talk to me in English text. Do you have a Splinterlands account? Because if you do, then the 1,000 DEC is yours, and it's worth $10. So over $10 right now. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. And if you don't have a Splinterlands account, what I would say is go sign yourself up for one right now and speak to me so that we can get you in. So, guys, it has been, I know that Jackal had some matches we had prepared. We'll save that to next week. We went 90 minutes today. I hope that the YouTube link for GameHunters is not working. Let me try that again for you. Because we definitely are looking for people to just go and follow us there. That is the biggest push that we're going for right now. Try that again and see if it works. That is coming from... I'm checking it right now. Nope. That is weird. Let me check and just share it. This is what I have. It's this. Try this one. Try that one. This is the one I have. We definitely want to get everybody in there that we can. That might be why we haven't been having anybody sign up. Try that one, guys. That is the problem. Okay. So, Cydrake, I'm going to change that in our form. Since that seems to be why we haven't been growing our YouTube channel. I'm glad you guys said something. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Anybody who can go there, we need 100 followers over there so we can have our own custom URL. Danger, do you have anything that you want to say on the way out?
Oh, keep playing.
Keep playing, guys.
Things are looking up, right? Things are getting better every day. Things are going up. Make sure you're making money at this game. Please make sure you are making money.
Stop renting so hard that you are not making money, guys. It doesn't make any sense at all. So, Jackal, what do you got? What do you got to say goodbye to everybody? Can't hear you.
Thank God you guys asked Danger first because I wasn't prepared. Send through some battles, guys. Like I want to watch them. I want to review them. If they're real good and you've stumped me or something different happened, I'll put them up on this, guys. I want to spread this more.
Yeah, for sure. Cydrake, what do you got?
Well, you know that I like to collect cards, so if you like to collect cards and if you are and if you are trying to see and look at this game for a long term, believe me, this is a really good project. You should try to play and collect many cards and just think about long term. If you think in long term, you are going to receive a really good reward at the end of all the way.
So those that have stayed to the very end, I have a leak. And the leak is this. You've seen us. You have, and I cannot take credit for this. This was No ACL's idea. You've seen us doing these weekend challenges, and we're going to continue to do it. But we are trying to figure out how to create a one-of-one champion NFT that is a special either crown or trophy NFT that only you will get, that will happen like 4 times a year. We'll have seasons basically of the weekend challenge. And you will have the ability to potentially win a champion NFT from us. So No ACL's idea, fantastic idea. I think I'm going to 3D model it, and we may actually do it as like a 1 DEC entry tournament sort of thing, and let everybody just battle it out over a few days.
Yes.
And go from there to see who wants to take the crown. That's right, Gohan. Who's going to take the crown? So yeah, No ACL threw that out. I was like, that is the coolest idea. We have got to do that. That would be so much fun. And
really
it'll
is.
obviously
That's
have
sick.
It'll obviously have prizes attached and everything else like that. We want to get as many people involved as possible. We may do some collabs, see if Dwayne's group wants to come in and join us as well. Like, just get a ton of people all battling, because we love that we battle every weekend. And so more details will be coming on that. And we'll go from there. So that is my leak for those of you that stayed to the end. Again, thank you so much, you guys, for sending those follows over to the YouTube channel. And guys, until next weekend, remember we have GameHunters tomorrow night. GameHunters, we are doing the next 20 games that we're going to cover. I thought it was going to be crazy last week, and it went amazing. Jackal watched it. It didn't feel weird.
Nope.
We played a lot of trailers. We had a lot of conversation about it, and I felt it went really well. So
It looked good.
It was fun. It was really fun. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. Last Dragon, I'm in the Discord. Jackal has been also, I want to throw this out there. Jackal has also been going in the Splinterlands voice chat and playing matches. So make sure you guys are going there, hanging out with him. and try and see if you can challenge him. Sparring is good for this game, guys. So let's keep that up and let's continue to climb those leaderboards. So all right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.
See ya and keep playing.